Oh yeah, it was good, everybody. Oh man. All right, well, we got a lot to go through today. Figured it'd be better if we do this. We're gonna talk about Battery 4 and Absynth 5. Is it still good? Oh yeah, it's still good. Let's drop in. As y'all come in, we're going to also address some stuff that happened last week. You know, I ain't going to name names, but everybody that basically dropped in and saw a live stream of this specific person knows exactly what I'm talking about. We're going to address that too. Hopefully everybody having a great week so far. Hope you had an awesome weekend. We are definitely into September now. Fall weather is crazy. All my sinus people, drop a word in the comment if y'all have a hard time like me, man. Sudafed is gonna be my friend. Alright, make sure y'all share and repost this to everybody. We're going to be working on some stuff live, and we're going to be going through. Getting ready. Getting stuff ready. If y'all listening to this while y'all ride home, hopefully this boost y'all up. Definitely let me know who's in the building. Let me know how the weekend went for you guys. We about to get it popping in a minute. All right, we got a little bit coming up. Getting ready. Let's lock in. All right, what's good, everybody? Of course, you already know who it is. It is your boy Theziz. We are back in the building doing another one. Super excited again to be talking with you guys, man. Hopefully everybody's having a great week. It's definitely been an interesting one. Before I get started on talking about battery and absinthe, that's going to be the focus of today. I first got to do some YouTube house cleaning. All right. First thing is that I want to congratulate and thank everybody that came through and basically subbed within the last couple of days. We had a lot of subscribers, so I wanted to go through a couple of them. Oh, what's good, Original? What's good, man? This is one of the fam out there, Original. Appreciate you, brother. Definitely appreciate you, man. Hope all is well. But I definitely want to thank a couple of people, the new people as you see. We got Ravi Pandy or Ravi Panday. We got 102 Universe, Your TV, Nyan Studios, John Vieira, Serge, I think it's Alatuti, Joy Beats, Gary Terrell, Uwo SLZ, Perdo Bees, Digital Force, Eric Folsom, Angel Costello, Ocastro, Good Music, or Gooch Music, Francisco Mami, I'm probably gonna say it wrong, Ursina or Ursina, Hero or Henry, sorry, Henro Barrero Music, Kinetic Music, DJ Magic Mushroom, 808 Mater or 808 Mate 8, One Creative Monkey, that's interesting. Dwayne Sounds, We Dat Who Dat Nation, DJ Chainsaw, Mandel Turner, the list goes on and on. I definitely can go and just name a whole bunch of people, but you guys have been a huge, huge blessing. So I definitely want to thank everybody that always comes on and is a intricate part of this channel. You guys, I couldn't do nothing without you. And the next thing I want to address is basically something that happened over the weekend. And I really don't want to mention his name, but I do want to show you guys the actual post. All right. So, of course, I seen it on Weaver's page. And shout out to Weaver Beats too, man. Appreciate you. Shout out to something hit the keys. Shout out to all my fam that we linked. But there is I think it's a live that Weaver did. Let me see. He did it with yeah, here it is. So basically over the weekend, this guy, Dame Taylor, did a review on Beatclub, right? You don't need to see the commercial. All right, so he did a review on Beatclub, and basically what happened was he was discussing the issue that Beatclub is having, right? So basically what happened was I was brought up into the conversation, and he actually did some stuff where he was saying like, this guy don't know what he's talking about. Basically he doesn't know anything about music. His music is probably old school music, and then he goes and plays a beat of mine 3 years ago. Now anybody knows that if you're doing music and I'm documenting my music journey, that means that I'm literally going to keep up old music to show you my whole journey. Like the point he made was so irrelevant. And this is a guy that basically his whole MO and his whole stick is to get you revved up so that you can come on his live stream. And he's very disrespectful, man. And it's just crazy. This is the same video in case where he went off with Dame. Dame went off with something hit the keys, and they had a rap battle after. So it started off with them lunching, and then it ended up with a rap battle. I don't know. But for those who follow Dame, it's cool. I don't have no issues. I don't usually address stuff like this on the channel. The reason why I felt compelled to say something is because you guys in the community basically said a lot in the comments where, and shout out to my fam too. My boy Bobby 4F. He definitely made a valid point in this, and I ain't gonna get into the whole spiel. You guys can go and look at the video. It's on Weaver's page. You can go to Dame's video, and he has a whole thumbnail of me up talking about exposed Beatclub member. But we all know the story. I don't have to go through the whole spiel. You already know it's a whole game with Beatclub and with everything that happened. So it's just a whole bunch of mess. But for me, I honestly wish and hope that this guy can mature, because he's not doing nothing to benefit the production community at all. I went through his page and I don't see anything that shows validity in helping out the actual community and I don't see anything that benefits us. So it is what it is. But I just had to address those two things, and hopefully we can move on from that. I didn't trip about it, but I just thought it was so weird and crazy that I was brought up, and here it is. I guess you do something positive. If you don't get talked about, if you don't have haters, then you're not doing something right. So shout out to everybody that has been hating on your boy recently. Appreciate you guys. But anywho, man, let's get to some music. So my focus today is to talk about something that I was dealing with one of those people. And shout out to Rio too. Appreciate you, man, for hopping on. Yeah, original. Yeah, he's one of those guys. I appreciate the hater. Taxi, what's good, my man? What's going down? Another Cubase user. But I wanted to discuss today Absynth and Battery 4. Why? Because we got Contact 15 coming out, right? And if you guys look at the video, you can check out the video after the broadcast. I'll put it up in the right here. But Absynth and it's not in anymore. Like, Absynth has been, obsolete. But Absynth was one of Native Instruments' strongest synths, if not the best one. Seriously. And Battery hasn't really got a huge update in an extremely long time. And I think what's happening is that we get so consumed with a lot of these different VSTs instruments, and we don't go back and utilize the ones that actually did good. And it's Absynth to me is one of those synths. So today I wanted to play around with that, and I wanted to play around with Battery. It's been a while since I played around with Battery, but the expansions always come out with kits. So today we just gonna play around with it. And for me, my question to you guys is this: is Battery 4 and Absynth still worth it? Is it still good today? Drop that in the comment and let me know what y'all think about that. Also, share this too to the producers that's out there, and repost, man. So we're gonna talk about that though. We're gonna get into it. So one of the things I do like about Battery is the fact that you can do so much with it outside of, let's say, Machine. You have so many different elements in which you can switch. So let me go ahead and just put one in. Taxi said Battery is still dope. I was hoping we could get a Battery 5. You know what, Taxi, listen, I actually requested that. I actually put that in a request. I was like, we haven't had an update from Battery in a number of years. It's been close to almost a decade, I think. And the crazy thing is that I guess Native Instruments wants to, develop modern instruments. But for me, it's like, if you have something good, expound on that. Case in point, Machine, right? We looking for Machine 3.0. Of course, that's already been discussed. It's been talked about. But look, at some point, we have to be like, all right, give us something that we're already using that makes sense and builds, what we're already doing, as opposed to giving me something new and then I got to learn it all over again. So, for me, I still use Battery. I still use Absynth. And it's dope. And yeah, just like Original said, I do hope they update it soon. I mean, it is what it is, but to me, Battery is just one of those instruments that are super dope. So let's play around with some kits and see what we come up with today. All right. And it's a whole rack of stuff in Battery. That's another thing I like, being able to manipulate and like change any of these right here. Like it's just so much you can do with it, yo. Woo! That's all right. Let's keep that one. So I got the kit. So now let's get something with Absynth. Now Absynth, dude. Oh my God. You know what? I had almost forgot it was so much to this. Like, I might have to actually go back and do like a review on it, because a lot of people, if you don't have Absynth, it's gonna be hard to get now, because it's one of those legacy things. But I have all of the sound kits that basically came with Absynth, and I'm still looking to make some, right? So let's see. I wanna let's do this. I'm gonna go to my trusty friend because I'm thinking about specific chords, right? So I'm gonna come up with some chords and then we're gonna go from there. Of course, we're using ripcord, and let's go ahead. I'm just gonna pick one of my favorites. Let's see. That's retro. It's mystic. Let's do this. Let's do something different. Let's go ahead. So now let's set it up. So it goes with Absynth. Go to ripcord so we can hear it. All right. So now we got that, and now I want to add piano keys. Let's see. Let's do. And like that's another thing. Like their sounds is so huge. It's crazy. I'm like, Absynth should have, been. I don't know, man. Absynth should have been kept inside of Complete, and I don't know why they got rid of it. It's so crazy to me. All right, and they have a lot of stuff, so that's another thing. And actually, I'm gonna take it off that, and let's do this. All right. Woo! I actually like that one, but let's take that off. All right. Woo! Yes, sir. Now let's go. And actually, I forgot to do some house cleaning on my end so that you guys can have a mastered sound. And what I'm gonna do now is I think I'm gonna add like some reverb. Now I do know that there's a lot inside of this that you can do. Like say for instance, in Absynth, they have these different perform functions, right? And then like say for instance, their controllers, you can control your macros from here. Now, what I haven't done yet is, set up my CC Learn for my MK3 because what I want to start doing is I know that they don't have it for, the format, but inside of the MK3 for the Control 61 that I have, they have it where you hit Shift, you hit Browse, and then you can actually do MIDI templates, right? So what I might start doing, I just did a MIDI template for, like say for instance, some UJam stuff because they just did the UJam, but I'm making templates now for older legacy stuff. So I think I'm gonna go ahead now and start making templates for this. But when you see Absynth, you like, yo, it's just so much to it, and it is, it really is. So like under the perform, you got the controllers, different assignments for different MIDI, the notes, the tuning. Like, dude, this is so much. And I honestly became overwhelmed when I started playing with it. Something. Hey, dude, did you see what I just got finished talking about? Like, I just got finished talking about how, and maybe you could chime in on this too. I saw Weaver drop that thing on you, man. And, he was talking about how Dame, did what he did and how you guys had a rap battle after. Me personally, I don't know how you had a rap battle after with him, dude. I don't even know how you tolerated it because you couldn't even get a word in. He had whole control, muted the whole time. The dude was a joke. But, man, I appreciate you, man. This is the fam right here. That's my boy right there, brother from another mother. Definitely something. Hit the keys in the building. Rick Torch was good, family. But yeah, definitely Absynth is super dope. So I'm gonna go ahead and as we're creating, then I'm gonna go ahead and just add some stuff to it. But this is gonna be the chords that we play with right now. So let's go ahead and let's drop. I'll go ahead and probably make let's make this 92. And we're gonna see if we make some old man music today, as stuff has been told. Yeah, shout out to all the haters, like I said. All right, something said it wasn't a battle. He apologized later, as there I no beef there. if I settled it, I gotta stay with the same energy. But you know, for a fact, you're my guy. So I will say this. This is what I've learned. Something. His case was it was a bait, and this is why I said that in my comment. And he, of course, he deleted it. But for that type of guy to do what he did or be the type of person he is, it was a bait to pull you in. And again, you know, my personal feelings on it is if that's something that he really had an issue with, then that's something that you could have DM, you could have shout out. Why you go on a live stream and do that? That's a way of just pulling people in to get your numbers up. And for me, I don't have to focus on that. So I mean, it is what it is. But I feel you though. You know, if you guys are good, then I'm all about positivity, and I'm always about making sure that the community is definitely, you know, what it is. But um, I mean, I guess that's cool. Yeah, if you want to hop on, I'm actually, I don't know how to. Now I haven't done that. But if I guess what you send a link and then we link up like that. But definitely, let's do that, man. For sure. We'd love to have you on, man. All right, so I think I'm gonna use those codes right there. Okay, send the link. All right, so now you know you gotta walk me through this one. So sending the link. How do I send the link for? I don't know. Help me out with that, fellas. Because I haven't done the dual thing yet. So I guess if we do it on YouTube, then we can link up. But show me how to do the link, or send me a message. And yeah, I'll definitely do it. So I guess what I just send you a request. No, see, I'm not in StreamYard. That's why I'm in OBS right now, and I'm actually using Restream. But I'll jump on StreamYard maybe the next one. But I forgot you could do that with StreamYard. That's dope. All right, so let's go ahead and get to this music. Let's get to this music. Yeah, I see something you said we can. I do have Discord. Now I am live on Discord as well right now. So if you go to the Discord in the link, then you can click on that way and it'll link up the same way. Wrong one. And see, that's the only thing about. So I love Ripcord, but sometimes you got to kind of play with the MIDI presets that they give to find out the actual key. And I might actually change this preset because thought I was feeling it at first. Let's try some old school 80s gospel, see what's up. All right, let's go back. Yeah. Woo! There we go. Now, this is on Absynth. That's what I'm talking about. And I still got battery up, and we're gonna probably sync it up and do it that way. So let's see what we get out of this. Ah, there I go again, man. Hold on. That's it. We got it. I think I got it now. All right, so I think I got a note that I might take out of that. And let's go ahead and get a loop going. See where we at. All right. I got you something. I see it says, I don't know if I can see my Discord, but inside my, I guess it's probably just set up where I got to go and actually go in Discord and do it from Discord. But I got you, brother. I got you. I definitely got you. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and extend that one out. Let's take that out. Extend these notes. All right. Yeah. All right. So what I might do is, usually if I'm doing a kit, I'll just do some sporadic stuff, right? So I probably will build around that, and then I'm just gonna do some sporadic kits and then build around that. So I want to find a nice little kit that I can make a percussion on. All right. All right. So we got that. So let's get that rocking real quick. And then I'm just going to keep building on using different kits. All right. All right. All right, here we go. Take this one off. I got you something. I'm probably gonna have to, let me get this down and I got you. Now that's one thing I do like about this. See how I can just tune it down? Be creative. know what I'm saying? Like I can go and manipulate the sound. And of course, if you have a machine, you can do all that. That's cool. But for me, I don't know. Battery just always gave that, additional feel that I like. Just being able to manipulate, like write everything in the GY, had everything right there to manipulate within that kit. So that's why I like Machine, man. Machine is definitely a slept on jump. I know a lot of people still use it, but Native Instruments ain't been talking about it as much as they need to. All right. Now, what I like to do is I like to take this, right? And then I will render it in place. Now, a lot of times, a lot of people do it different ways. I know that you can route out your machine, but for me, inside of Cubase, it's just easier for me to do it this way and then just rename it because now I have it as a percussion, right? And then I can just manipulate it based off that and then keep going within machine and do it that way. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Drift theory is dope, but let's see. Not feeling that kit. I like that kit. So what I do is I might keep this. I like that. And that's a percussion sound like that. So let's see. I use that as a snare. So let's go ahead and do this. And I'll duplicate that just to stretch it out. Then we will bounce that down. All right. All right, like that. And yeah, I know it is a different way. Like I said, it's a different way of doing this to where you can just bounce it down and makes it easier. But for me, it just makes the process a lot more quicker just to do it this way instead of routing everything out. And then, of course, for the sake of the video, then we'll be, the stream. I'm trying to just protect the stream so ain't nothing real super crazy about, no lagging or nothing. So I'm gonna go ahead and do pancake and add some more space. Let's see, pancake. That's one of my favorite ways to space out the actual percussions or drums I'm using. Now I'm gonna go and add a percussion. So let's see what percussions we got. That's one thing I like doing too. Like a lot of times if I'm doing like a standard percussion, then I'll do another percussion on top of it. and then just make it, you know, a little bit more thicker. So let's see, what percussion do I want though? Do I want something busy or do I want something? Let's see, not too busy. All right, I'm gonna play with it and then see what we got. Yo, Mars, what's good, family? What's good, Mars? What's going on? Always a pleasure, brother. This is another brother too, y'all, that man supportive, man. Appreciate you so much, dude. Appreciate all you guys, man. All right, so let's go ahead, play with this percussion. I'm gonna mute the synth real quick. All right, so I like that. So now let's add a kick. Now I'm not gonna do the kick inside of battery because I want it to be heavy and I don't feel like surfing through. Now I do know, if from my memory, that you can go in and find your specific kick by just typing it in and then doing it that way. But then you get it, you know, as kits. Now if you do the sample, then you'll find the little sample kits and then do it like that. But I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, see, it's just too much. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go and find my usual kicks real quick, so we're not doing nothing too crazy, and then we're not searching too much. So don't you hate that as a producer? You go through and they always make like memes about it. You just be going through and they be searching the kicks. I like that one. All right, so whew, that's heavy. All right, so let's go back, add it here. All right. Whew. That's crazy. And this is one of mine that I adjusted, but don't need to be too hard. Let's see. All right. Right there. There we go. Go through some more pads and see if I have some more sounds. Or was it pluck? Yeah, I think it was pluck. Ooh. Oh, I like that. So now let's go ahead and then, all right, I'm gonna render that one out, right? And when I render that one out, let's see what other sounds we can get from it. And then I might actually add, let's see. Let's add, first let me rename it. Call this melody, all right? And I want to add something different to it. So let's see what we can get from it, right? Now, I do know that we have, let's see. Let's go to Love Absynth. Need to start using it more. This is Mars. Using the VST called Hype on MPC. Hype on MPC? That's interesting. I've never heard of that. Send me a link so I can actually check that one out. That sounds interesting. Hype? That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. All right, so I do want to play with the, because we got a cool little melody, and there are some things that I would love to see Absynth do, but because they're not going to be, you know, revamping and doing that, I would love for Absynth, and I know there probably is a way, because Absynth has so many different, you know, components to it, and that's the thing with Absynth. Like, it's super crazy. Oh, don't do this. It's super crazy how, like, Absynth shows you all of the different elements and stuff that you can do, effects, you can program it. I mean, it's just so much you can do with it, right? So, like, say for instance, these tabs right here, perform, different patches you can make, different effects. Like, when I first saw it, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I was like, yeah, this is too much right here to try to learn all this. But this today, to me, is the strongest and best synth that they've ever made. And I really, really, really wish that they would have updated this, man, because this deserves a massive overhaul, just to update the GUI to bring it up to speed to today's, you know, standards. And Absynth, I think, would be the best VST instrument that Native Instruments would have had if they would, you know, step it up. But I don't know, man. Native Instruments still got some stuff that they working on, so we'll see how it goes. But I do have Beam up, and let's hope that Beam acts like it has sense. It doesn't look like it. Okay. So let's see. Just to be creative. And now there is other, it seems like my Beam is acting up. So let's do, let's see. What is my, and as you see, I have way too many VSTs. As well as I know as everybody do, right? It's just endless of VSTs. So I think I'm gonna add an old feel to it. I always use Origin, but I want to do something different. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I might add a vinyl sound to it, give it an old feel. Yeah, that's cool. All right, so we got something rocking. All right, so now let's go to another sound on Absynth. Their leads are super crazy. So let's go to the browser. Let's open up the actual, let's see. Oh, they got brass too. Now, I haven't played too much with their brass. Their brass is real interesting. And I did play with it one time, but it's strong. Like, it's real strong, right? So let's see. Let's go. Let's not do, oh, they got vocals too? Oh, that's crazy. All right, so let's see. And that's the whole thing. Like, you see how I have like different sounds? I love the texture of the sounds. It's just crazy. All right, so I'm gonna take off Ripcode for a second so we can just have the MIDI. And let's go back. See what flute sounds I got. And I wanted a lead, so. That's interesting. right, so I think we're gonna go with that. I'm just playing around with it to see the type of counter melody I wanted to do. It's not too bad, but we're gonna play around with it. We'll see. We'll see. All right, let's go. Now I'm just gonna freestyle it. All right, I'm trying to find a melody. There you go. All right, let's go back. All right, so let's go back. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a delay on that, and then I'm gonna bounce that down as a wave too, because I have another idea I want to try. And one of my favorite waves, like I'm gonna be honest with you, I've been using a lot of the stock plugins, and Cubase stock plugins are like super perfect for any type of thing you want to do, right? So say for instance, I'm gonna use a ping pong delay, and I'm gonna make it 1/4, and then let's bring the mix down to like 25, so just you'll hear it, but it's not too overbearing. And then I'm gonna make that counter melody different with another. I'm gonna stack another lay on top of it. See what I mean? So you added that. Now I'll put another effect on it. And this is all stock. And one of my favorites is called in the mix. So basically you change the hertz of the frequency to like around 300, and then you take the high totally out. So to add that wah, and then you just spread it out and change the width. And this is like one of those presets where I play with. But let's see. See what I'm saying? That's dope. So now I want to add some more presence to that, because now I could actually make this, the loop. And that's what I'm thinking now going with this. So it feels like it's an R&B vibe. So let's go ahead and stick with that. But because I put on Somatic's Origin, there's this thing I like to do called presence. And then that just raises the actual frequencies, just a little bit. And then add a little mid to it just to open up that channel right there. And I like how we have this so far. So let's keep building. So now let's bounce this down. And of course, I'm always open to what you guys, I love your input, but we're going to stick with Absynth for the most part. And I want to stick with battery. That's going to be my main focus today. Let me see if I can produce everything from battery and Absynth. That's going to be my focus today. So let's do bells with this. That's what I call it. All right, so now we got a nice little melody. So I'm thinking strings now, maybe. So I know that they have pluck strings, and then they have reed instruments. They have bassoons, they have these bow strings. So let's see how these sound. Not bad. Now there we go. All right, so I need to bring that up a little bit. Closer. All right. So I think I'm gonna just work on the melody in that real quick with the string. I just add that in. That's nice. That's nice. It's real subtle. It's not too much, but it's enough just to add to the actual layer of the melody. So that's pretty dope. So I'm just call this strings. All right. Yo, holla, what's good, family? What's going down, man? How you doing? We just in here creating. Just creating. And basically seeing where we can go. So now I can take ripcord out. And I think we can keep stacking and just do small little melodies here and there. All right, not bad. So let's see what flutes we got. J Rock, what's good, man? Yeah, battery is the truth. Battery is the truth. I'm probably gonna do something weird. Oh, I need to take off that delay though. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and take that off. And then let's go ahead and move this back over. And let's see. All types of flutes in here, man. All right. Now I gotta be honest, J Rock. Just so you know, Absynth is not inside of Complete 15. That has been obsolete now. So that was the whole purpose of this video today, to discuss why and what do we need to do to get Native Instruments to bring Absynth back. Do you guys think that Absynth is worth bringing back? Do you think that it would knock out any of these other synths. The only thing close to where I think Absynth would be great as or better than the ones they currently have is Playbox. Those would be my, two verses: Absynth versus Playbox. Because Playbox, hands down, is phenomenal. It's their most modern one that's the best one. But as far as the legacy VSTs, Absynth, hands down. Hands down. Hollis said, back from NY. Oh, welcome back, Brave. Congratulations, man. Glad you had a safe trip. House is a mess. Hey, man, congrats, man. Congrats. I remember what we discussed. So, mad props to you on that one. I'm so glad that you got that done, man. And you feel a whole lot better, right? Progress. That's all we talking about. Progress. That's all it's about. At the end of the day, you want to make sure that you're progressing forward. Progressing backwards is never the key. As long as you progress forward and you take one day at a time, just focus on that, brother, and you're going to be all right. I like that. So let me go ahead and add that flute in. So let's go ahead and bounce that flute down. Now, as always, for everybody that watch the live stream, you guys know that I'm probably going to drop this note. But before I do that, let's go ahead and save it because that's one thing I don't like. You know how you get up here and do all this and then you're like, man, I ain't save it. That's the number one key as a producer. If I ain't never taught you guys anything else, I'm always going to teach you guys to save. Oh, and by the way, so you see how many hard drives I have in my computer? I forgot who asked me this question, but these are the amount of hard drives I have in my computer. And this is one of the reasons why I can have all of these VSTs. Because otherwise on one, it's just crazy. And you should always have an external hard drive anytime you do sounds. And all of this is just multiple sounds. So I'm just saving it right now. But that's just a side note. Anytime you guys have this type of stuff, please make sure that you have more than one hard drive. And then if you don't have more than one hard drive and that thing crash, you will lose everything. Trust and believe me, I've had that happen years ago. And basically I almost gave up on producing, but my wife was like, nope, you're gonna still do it. I said, well, gotta get back to it. And that's how I learned my lesson. I said, we're gonna go ahead and get multiple hard drives. I'd rather have more than less. All right, so let's drop this down and see what we got for the transpose. You know, I like doing this. I like that. I like that. So let's save that. I'm gonna go inside battery, and I saw that battery had battery? Yeah, battery had some voxes. So I want to play around with some of the vocals there because I know a lot of times I like to use my vocals inside of Glaze, right? Or I'll go get some vocals from Exhale. But it's very rare that I go and pull out vocals from here. So let's go and check out and see what vocals we got because I haven't played around with a lot of the vocals here. And let's see. So we'll put it in. Let's just put it in that one. All right. So
Let's go. Hello.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Let's play with that one. Let's play with that one. I love my West Coast sounds. Yeah. All right. And because I dropped it, I know I definitely got to change the key of that. So let's see. One way I like doing it is just tuning it here. So I thought I liked that one, but no. So let's go back to samples, and just come through.
Say all the thing, yes, pandy corner rock and come in your for rock. I like the massive them. I like the way you move your body. Yeah, me know you want this. I am not looking no fame.
Nice. He said it sound like a sheep. I ain't holler. That's hilarious. I guess it did sound like a sheep. That's why I took it out. You know how sometimes you hear initial sound and you be like, all right, that's cool. I like that one. And then you start messing with the beat and you like, yeah, that ain't gonna work. That's exactly what happened. But I didn't think about a sheep though. That's hilarious, dude. That one little sound, just that one little ah, and I don't want it to do nothing else. I think I might have to bring in I was trying not to. I was really trying to stick to battery and Absynth, but I think for like some vocals, I definitely want to bring in yeah, I want to bring in Contact. I tried. I really tried, y'all. But we'll go back to Absynth in a minute. But the main melody, as you see, came from Absynth. And this is why I'm saying, like, if they would have really dug in, right, and really focused on just enhancing Absynth, like, I think Absynth would be like the main lead outside of like Omnisphere and all that. To me, this is kind of, I might be reaching, but I think this is like Native Instruments Omnisphere. Like Absynth is dope, dude. And it's sad, man, that it didn't get the shine that it was supposed to. Because a lot of times when you get synths, you try to learn that synth and you try to narrow down on, you know, okay, this synth does this synth does that, and then you want to try to master that before you move on to a whole nother instrument. And that's what I've been doing lately. Like all the new stuff that's been coming out, even though I've been doing reviews on it, I haven't, you know, got to the place of where I'm like, all right, I'm tired of this instrument. And I'm talking about like how we doing today, the legacy ones, because you take so much time to learn, you know, the one that you have, and then let's say something else new come out, and a lot of stuff is repeating. Now that's one thing, you know, I want to say too. A lot of these VSTs I'm seeing now, the ones I've been, you know, beta testing and reviewing, a lot of this stuff is just copy, cut, and paste, and nothing that has enhanced or progressed the you know, the producer to move forward, in my opinion. So that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to, you know, take a back step today and talk about machine and, you know, well, not machine, talk about battery and Absynth. because I feel like it's really important that they do something because they need to step up their game, especially when it comes to updates. Native Instruments, you my fan, but these updates, man, you got to step it up for sure. And this is another thing, Contact loads up so slow now. I don't know why. At first, it wasn't doing that for me. I did the update and it was coming up with no problem, but now all of a sudden, I've been having issues like this where I gotta wait for all of it to load. But I do understand too that when it's associated with the Control 61, the S61 and MK3, that it loads everything within machine. And because I have a whole lot, I have a lot, I'm not sure if that's the reason why it's loading slow. So I have to test that theory out. But yeah, I don't know how to say. We got to be realistic. How much stuff do we need? That's true. Like a lot of times, I think that we could be as a producer. There is a such thing as hoarding as a producer, and that's an interesting topic. How many people on here have like a slew of VSTs that you just don't use? Like I want to see, like, what's your VST that you have now that you just simply haven't used in a long time? I'm curious to see that because I guarantee you, like, see all this, I have not used. Well, I'll say I have, but I haven't. Like, it's been a long time since I used a lot of this stuff, right? But we said we was gonna do glaze, so let's go with the original glaze. And here's another thing too. Like, even though I have both glaze, I still use the first glaze. I do. I still use the first glaze, and I don't know. It sounds the same, even though it's different riffs. The second glaze, like I said in my previous video, should have just been an update. And that's one thing we got to get out of having updates, right? Or making another instrument that already is, set aside, like you have glaze now. Why didn't Native Instruments just update, the glaze? It didn't have to necessarily be a glaze too. That's just, again, my personal opinion. Let me know what y'all think about that. But I did do a poll on that one, and a lot of people agreed that that should have just been an update. It should not have been an additional, VST. And, it feels like Native Instruments sometimes is reaching out to try to get, people to be bought in, but then they forget that people that have already had this, outside of the new people that they're trying to win in, the people that already have it are like, what are we doing here? Do we already get this as an update? So I don't know. That's one of the things that has been my struggle with that, making sure that Native Instruments can, get updates, because the updates you have to pay for. And I haven't, to my knowledge, haven't seen an update yet that you have not paid for. Correct me if I'm wrong. Hollis said that I can make music with a 15-year-old DAW with nothing but stock sounds. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Like, and to be honest with you, I can get the best out of the oldest instrument. That's just me. I can get like a lot of stuff out of old instruments and not have to use this new stuff and will still sound modern. It all depends on the producer. It does not matter what equipment you have. I've seen people that had some bomb equipment. I've been in a lot of studios, and what they produce out did not sound good at all. So it doesn't matter, the equipment, the update. Like, you can have some old stuff, and if you are a good producer, you can get the same quality out of the old stuff. So I totally agree with you on that, Holler. Original says, stop using most of my VSTs and use the select few. What's the select few that you use, brother? I would love to see which ones that you use. I know you do a lot of music too. So I would be curious as to see which ones you haven't used in a long time, and then which ones you use the most. All right, so I do want to check out a couple of riffs. Let's see here. All right, and let's go back. Change the balance to here. All right. Cool. All right, so I got that. All right, trying to find a Vox that I'm going to like, and I'm not sure if I'm going to find one specifically here, but we'll see. So So now that went out. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and take that one out. For some odd reason, contacts acting like it has an issue right now. And that's with my update, so I'm not sure what's going on, but let's keep it moving. Now, I do want to add some more, since we still got battery up, let's add some more stuff with the kits. And let's go through the percussions. Now, I want to pick something really different. But actually, you know what? Satin Looks is a dope percussion kit. And inside battery, that's one thing I do like. Like, they'll do the expansions, and then they'll do expansions for battery. But I think that they think that that's like an update, I guess, in a sense, to make people keep using battery. But like, it don't make sense. If you're going to do expansions for it, then do an update for all your legacy products that people are still using. There we go. All right. Let's put that at the beginning. So I think that was on point. Open that up. Nope. So what we're going to do, oh, is it? Yeah, it is actually. All right, so it looks like it's at the beginning, but it sounds like it's off a little bit. So let's see. Open up battery. And all right. So it looks like it. Looks like it's on. Yeah, it looks like it's at the beginning. See, their percussions is dope in here. So I like that. Go ahead and keep it. I think I'm gonna take out that last one though, because I had it mixed in with the Vox. So we don't need that one. All right, and let's go ahead and take that one out. Yep. And let's go ahead and render this one out. All right, so I definitely need to add some shakers in this one. I'm just gonna call this percussion 3. And then let's go ahead and move this up. All right, so now, all right, let's go and find some different sounds, shaker-wise. So I'm gonna dig in some of my kits. And from the kit, let's see. All right. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. That's not gonna cut it. All right, that's cool. So let's go ahead, make it a shaker. And from the shaker, All right, so Original said his mindset is that the VST doesn't matter. The right combination of sounds that works best together makes the music. Totally agree, 100%. 100%. Great point, Original. Great point, dude. So let's see now. I have added, I know I got to put the bass in, but I just want to make sure that, I have enough of the percussions that I want before I actually do that, because now, let's see, let's take all that out. Then let's just listen to the drum. Yeah, I like the drum so far. And then let's go ahead and just put a sub in, just so we can hear the actual sub. Man, I actually didn't know what type of vibe I was going to do today. So that's the only thing I like about doing these, is that I never know what I'm going to do when I get up here. So I just try to have fun with it. So I'm going to take it back up real quick. Now, this is the hard part for me. Even though I know the note and I know the key, trying to figure out the way of the bass. I've always been that producer where I got to figure out how to play the bass. Why don't you let the drum start off and then add everything else? That'll probably be cool. Okay, so let's start off with the drums. Now that's usually my arrangement. That's usually my arrangement mix. And usually I do that. So usually what I do is I start off with everything, right? Like I'll start off with my whole idea, and then I'll get into arranging. So I will do that in a sec. So let's actually shift that now, because that is, we'll call this one the intro. So we'll just do that. I can't find my, I don't know, I'm not finding my flow of my bass I want to get yet. I know it's more 808, you're right. So what I might do is this. Let's go ahead, open it up. And it does sound like an 808. And it is. All right, so let's get out of that. And let's do Let's see. Now, I didn't save any favorites in here, so let's try this one. Still try going up an octave. Okay, so we're actually at -2 now, so let's take it up to 1. I'm trying to follow the melody original, and that's the crazy thing. You saw I sat up here and played this melody, no sample. And the crazy thing is that's why like I'm following it, but for some odd reason, I'm not hearing that, the key in what I was playing in, which is weird. It's so weird. I'm having such a hard time finding this. All right, so let's do this. I need an instant. I know some 808s are more difficult to make sound in key. I use a few that I found, and all I do is change the distortion on it to change from project to project. Yes, exactly right. So what I also realize is that sometimes the favorite bass that I like to use doesn't mean that that's the right one for that specific project. So let's bring up another old friend. And I didn't even put this in the actual video, but you guys remember FM8? Yeah. Let's play around with FM8. We just gonna do all the legacy stuff today. I'm gonna just keep it old school. We're gonna do all legacy stuff. So let's go to the bass. And let's just see what we can get from it. That's actually yeah. All right, so let's go. Yo, Project, what's good, family? Yeah, FM8, man. Yeah, we gonna do FM8. Let's see what we got with FM8. And let's just do fret bass. Original said, good trick is to copy and paste the melody into the bass track or arpeggiator, maybe a slap bass. So we do have a slap bass in FM8. And I might take it down an octave. All right. It sounds cool, original, but the sound is cool, but now I just got to figure out how I want to play it. actually taking it up that octave does sound a little bit better. So appreciate that, fellas. Yeah, I'm really, even though I'm have a key, I don't know, I'm just not feeling my bass today. Maybe it's just one of them days when I'm just probably not gonna get a good bass out. Yeah, no, let me stick with the uprights. All right. I think I'm gonna take it back down. Even though I like it, I can play it. Maybe it's because I transposed it. We'll take it back. That's what I originally had. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do, guys, I see what you're saying. Space it out every other note. I'm gonna try that. Holla said you need the long sustained Moog bass. I do have that, but I was trying to stay within the old legacy stuff. I do have a good Moog bass, but I'm trying to, and that's probably what it is. I'm trying to stay within the old legacy stuff to try to kind of prove a point. And that's probably why I'm having a hard time, because these are not the ones I use on a consistent basis. So it's been a while since I used F8. It's been a while since I've used Absynth. And, you know, I wanted to challenge myself today. And I'm trying to stray away from my usual stuff of what I know. Okay, I can go right to it. Boom, and I got it. So yeah, that's probably why I'm having such the, you know, slow processing of getting my bass down. But it's cool. But I got you though. Long sustained note. I got you. I got it. had it. I don't like that second note. That's the jump right there. So I gotta change that because it's actually, this is how it's supposed to go. That's how it's supposed to go. But I'm hearing that I think it's either the way that instrument sounds that on the Absynth, and I gotta kind of try to, get out of that. But let's see. All right, Hollis say, just make a long loop, hit record, and then just play and keep the best bits. You're overthinking it. I know I am. I really am, man. I know. All right, so let's do this. Let's keep continuing, and then as it'll come to me, or it'll come originally. So that's the intro. I am going to change that snare because that's on a reverb and it shouldn't be everyone. So let's put a snare and then let's go back. All right, and get a snare from Cymatics real quick. Wrong one. Nope. Now I probably should add a clap. Clap's probably better. Now y'all gonna think I'm weird. I probably do this every time I get up here. And please don't go hard in the comments. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hide this. This is when I start getting to a place where I'm like, all right, if I ain't feeling that melody no more, then yeah, I'll just start totally over and go from scratch. And I do like the drum. I do like the drum. So let's do from that. Maybe my melody of what I'm feeling. And yes, you're right, Holla. Just sustaining the note and just doing it down. I just, for the sake of live streaming, I just want to keep it moving. I didn't want to stop too much. But let me see if we can come up with something else. Yes, Holla, I did save the first one. And then that's actually not a snare, that's a clap. Yeah, I was saving it the whole entire time. So I just want to see if I can get something else out of that, actually. Spaces, what's good, family? What is good, my guy? Good to see you in the building, bro. Yeah, I was sitting up here struggling with this, struggling with, getting that bass line. If you go back and check it out, you see. And now we're going to try something totally different. I think I did not mute the melody. That's correct. So all the other ones. Let's go ahead and mute that out. We're just going to do something totally different. So let's take that out. And yes, I will keep them, Holler. We're going to try something different. Now I'm going to still keep FM8. And we're just going to go from there. Still going to stay in the R&B vibe. All right. I'll take that melody. Let's go with the melody. All right, so we'll go with that melody. Cool. All right, so let's get something. Let's see, nothing too dirty, but. All right, cool. Now that was sporadic. Leaving in 12 minutes at half midnight. Oh man, what time is it? Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting you're in a whole different time zone, my guy. That's what's up, man. It's almost 12 o'clock there. Sheesh. Yeah, it's like 7:19-ish here. All right, so I like that. And I'm just going to loop that, right, from here. And then take it here. Now, see, that's one reason why I say I love the old synths. You see how I just went in the old synth, and the original preset is analog 2-pad, right, on FMH. And then you just go in and start adding your effects from right there. That's one reason why I love the old synths. It don't process as much. It don't take as much on the computer. And it was just a better sound. And it gives you more control. I don't get it. I don't get it. They should have just, yeah, I don't know. Either way. So let's call these bells. And let's go ahead and do this one. All right. And just window that out. Now I'm actually going to put a vocal with that one. So let's see. So I want to put another lead in here. Actually, let's go back to Absynth. So I am still trying. I'm still trying to stay in, the purpose of the old stuff. Yo, Gary, what's up, dude? Gary in the building. Yo, my man, what's good, Gary? All right, so let's see. Let's go back to the synth. Nothing too crazy. So let's do a soft one. See what they got. All right. How about just playing piano on top? This is why I love Holla, y'all. Holla always loves to give me a challenge. So that's why I love him when he come on here. So Holla said, let's go ahead and add a piano. Now, here's the thing, Holla. Here's the thing. We're going to be using Absynth, right? So this is real different. Let's see. Oh, I like that. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's dope. I like that sound. It's different though in tone, so let's see. That's one thing I do know that you can change here. You can go and change. Let's see. Piano never fails for sure. Definitely never fails. It's just that I know with Absynth, all that stuff has effects and stuff, right? So let's see. Take off. It sound like a what's the clav? There we go. dope. Yo, Blatant was good, family. Blatant says Battery 4 is more than good. Yes, absolutely. It's a must. Absolutely. Salute to you too, family. Holla, I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep the clav. It's not a clav, but it's say upright, but it's like some type of soft. This is the preset that's in Absynth. So yeah. Wait a second, Birdman. Welcome to the broadcast. But you thought about trying Cubase and you think it's plain. Now I would love to hear what makes it plain to you. Is it because of the format? Is it because of how it looks? Cubase is user friendly and you can do a lot with it. Now I've tried a lot of DAWs, but this one has always been the best one. But what is it that is so plain to you? All right, so Hollis said put some distortion on the clav, so let's put some distortion on the clav. And actually, let me name it first. All right. Now I was gonna do that too, clav. I mean, I was gonna do two clav. I was gonna do that too, Holla, but I wanted to, make sure that was the melody I wanted to do first. All right, so let's go to the clav, and usually I color code these, and I haven't yet. So let's go to that, and let's go to distortions. And let's go ahead and add Manny on it. Let's add the Manny. So Birdman is able to use it. Oh no, listen. For me, I did Ableton and the user interface was just too complex for me. Like I said, I tried, but I did that. I did what else did I do? I did FL Studio, and I'm a guy that's coming from I came from Logic when it was on Windows. So this is why this was more easier for me. Because I originally came from Cubase when I originally came from Reason, and I started with Reason 2.0, woo, and went all the way to 5. And then after that, I just wasn't getting the feel, and then I went straight Cubase. Blatant said, are you a fan of the mobile app? Yes, I am a fan of the mobile app. Why? Because they've upgraded and integrated some stuff that I saw. Now, of course, it don't give you the full, like the PC version, but Cubasis, as it's called, is definitely a good mobile one to use. They definitely need to expand on it. Might try it since it's on sale. So here's the thing, Birdman. I actually have Ableton. I tried it. I have a full version copy of Ableton on my computer. And I tried live, and I couldn't get the format, of how producing. It seems like it goes that way. I don't know. It's just weird to me. I just couldn't get it. But it does not matter for me. It does not matter what DAW you use, as long as you can produce good music. Because I've seen people use some awesome DAWs. I've seen people use Pro Tools and producing. I just couldn't do it. I tried it. Pro Tools is good for recording for me. Just like what's that free DAW that just came out? The free DAW for God, what's that free DAW? Oh, Luna. Oh God, just look at that video. You'll see how I feel about that one. It's free, but yeah, it needs help. It needs help. So is that good distortion, Holla? I think I like that. Jose's in the building, family. Salute to him. Definitely shout out to my boy. I saw him in the actually in my neighborhood the other day, and we linked back up, man. It's always good to see him. Shout out to you, man. Y'all go check out his page. He is a Christian rapper. Real cool, real dope. We did a couple of things together, man. Got a couple of my music, so yeah, definitely go check him out. So I think what I'm gonna do too is I'm gonna put a delay on that with that echo. Then I'm gonna go ahead and render that out as a wave. And as you see, I always love delays. Now this delay is a fun delay. I want to be real. This is when I started getting creative and just, you know, randomizing different type of stuff. So I'm gonna just throw in a random delay, right? And then I'm gonna see what it does with the clav, just to play around with it. So. Yes, yes. I love that delay. That delay is so fun to play with, man. Seriously, like it gives you so many random different ways to color and play with the actual delay. It's just, that's so crazy, man. That is so freaking crazy. All right, so we got that. Let's call that clav. And this one was you say try a chorus on what? Which one, brother? A chorus on the clav or a chorus on the melody? Probably the clav, huh? Let's see. I love being creative. He said let's try a chorus on it. So let's see. This is, you can take that out because we don't need that anymore. And this the chorus. Let's try a regular air chorus and see what we got. Wow. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, we got it on the clav. It's on the clav. Right here. right, there we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, that's it. That's the whole moment right there. Now let's arrange it. Let's get arranged. Appreciate you, original. That's dope vibe, right? Now let's get into arrangement. So go ahead and take the drums out from here. All right. Now we can go in and start adding some more transitions to it. So let's go here. You vibing, Spaces? You vibing with me, bro? You vibing, man? Let's get it. All right, so let's go ahead and add some transitions, like some reverse cymbals. Let's go ahead and add in, let's see. All right, so I like to do transitions. You guys know I love doing transitions. So when I'm transitioning, I like to add the transition from the chorus to, well, no, from the intro to the chorus, and then from the chorus to the verse. But you know, a lot of music now, they don't do the same format like they used to do back in the day. So I stick to the format I always grew up on, and that's just one of the things that I've always done. Yo, Holla, appreciate you, man. Definitely appreciate you, brother. Y'all give Holla a shout out. He's actually, it's 12 o'clock over there. It's past 12, I think. So I think he's just leaving. Appreciate you, brother. We're going to catch you on the next one, man. But let's go ahead and put this transition in here. I love reverse cymbals. I love reverse cymbals. That's perfect for this. Oh, he says 12:40. Oh yeah, brother. You need to get some rest. Yep. All right, see, I want to add that in there. Actually, wait. think I now want to add and make that kick a little tighter too. So let's see. Actually, you know what? Let's do it in the mix. So Cubase has a dope preset for tight kicks, right? So if I want to make it punchy, I can, and then it'll load up that preset. Pretty cool. Clean. And I actually haven't. All right, cool. So now let's go ahead and then let's bust the drums. So now let's create a group for the drums. Call it a drum bus. All right. And now I can go ahead and go down to my drum bus, make my preset that I have, which is called post drum bus. And now just make somatics, Diablo, add some punch, a little clip, and the T-Rex drum bus should be good. Now I gotta route them. This is why I color code, so that I can just see the colors at the bottom and then just route all of them. And one. But yeah, definitely let me know what's going on with y'all, man. How's everybody's day? What is one of the most hardest things when you produce? If you guys was looking earlier, you saw today, one of mine was coming up with that bass line, even though I originally made the actual melody. But what's one of the hardest things that you guys have when it comes to producing? So let's focus on the drum first. I want to make sure that that drum bus is pretty solid. So let's go ahead and solo all of them. And I'm gonna mix it on my my MK. All right, cool. Let's make sure we loop that because I want to keep mixing it. Yeah, bass lines have become harder, man. It's like, it's so crazy because you would think that's one of the easiest things to do, right? Especially if you made the melody, but then you get to a space where you're like, ah. I think the drums sound solid. What y'all think? Man, this is with the drum bus. Yeah, that drum bus sound nice. Nice. So I don't need battery anymore. Bye, battery. It was nice having you. All right, and let's go. All right, cool. Now I forgot my visibility. Let's take all these. Let's clear those out. Let's make them visible again. And let's get rid of them. I have it saved. I do have it saved. That was from the first original one. But I don't know. I'll probably save this one as something else. So now let's see. Oh, you like that, Gary? You feeling that? All right. So Gary says, how do you feel about the term hobbyist when it comes to the production world? So my personal opinion about hobbyists, any gift that you have, right? Any talent that you have, people want to call certain things hobbies. I don't think hobbyist is a bad thing in the production world because you never know what you love until you practice it, right? You never know what it is you're going to get into, what you will learn until you start, you know, like I said, practicing. Every day is like a rehearsal. When it comes to like production, I believe that every day is a rehearsal. It don't matter if you do a track that, you know, where I, like for me, I've done tracks where I'm just playing and I call that a rehearsal, right? So as far as when it comes to hobbyists, I don't think that it's a bad thing. I think that that's an okay term in the production community because it's something that can go from a love, you know what I'm saying, to a passion. Now, for those who just want to do it just for the sake of it, um, I don't know. I don't think, again, I don't think that's still bad or anything. I don't think hobbyist is a bad thing, but it all depends on if you're doing it for, you know, for just money or if you're doing it for the love. Yeah, a lot of people that do it for the love. I do it for both because I do a lot of production for a lot of other clients as well. But it first started off as a love. That's why I can get up here, create, and just do what I do. Now, I originally went to Duke Ellington, which was for visual arts. So that's why you see my graphics and all that type of stuff. But originally, you know, once I transitioned, now I have my graphics. There's now a hobby. And that was my talent. And now it's reverted back to now I'm doing music all the time. So it all depends, brother. For me, it all depends. I don't think that hobbyist is a bad term. I really don't. All right, so that's actually a good course. That's actually a pretty good course. So let's do this. Now we're getting into the development of the actual. Move it back over. All right, so I think that people who are people professionally use the term hobbyist to keep some people in their place. And you know what's sad? What's really sad? And this goes back to, you know, my belief as far as for the community. I think we get so caught up, man, in, you know, the hype of things that we forget that we are all human beings, and that, you know, you should really think that there are other people out here that will not learn on the same, they won't learn on the same path. They won't be in the same category as you when you might get something. Everybody learns different. Everybody learns at different paces. So this is why I'm real patient, you know, and when I do certain things, because everybody has their way of learning. And you never want to make somebody feel that just because you might have a certain way of how you've picked up when it comes to production, don't make them feel insignificant or whatever, because they're still trying to learn it. But I think that's one of the major problems in the production community. Everybody is such a crab in a barrel mentality where people don't want to share ideas. People don't want to get up here on live, show their mistakes. And this is one thing that I wanted to do this year, which I will be doing more of, just showing continuous growth of how to do things better, you know, and learning with you guys. But yeah, man, appreciate that too. Appreciate the track. You said 5 track. Appreciate that. All right, did that on the wrong one. So let's see. All right, zoom in, zoom in. All right, I think that's it. Oop. All right, cool. There we go. There we go. So now I think, where is it? All right, so we got the drum bus, the echo. Don't need that on that anymore. All right. All right, so we can. so I'm gonna open this back up. Don't need the EQ or none of these now, or the tape saturator, because I now have everything mixed right here on my drum bus. So that's what we're gonna do for the second part of the verse. And let's move it down. Hopefully this is inspiring y'all, man, to be creative. That's all I get up here to do. I really do, man. Just get up here and have fun. And we share and we create together. Make mistakes together, we learn together. All right, so I think this is pretty much it. Let's listen from the top. All right, so that was fun. That was fun. From what we started from, that was fun. And even though I ended up changing up the style because I couldn't get my bass line up, I still ended up making something pretty decent. And, you know, I used Absynth 5 and I used Battery 4 and I also used FM8. So those three are legacy instruments from Native Instruments. I challenge you guys to get on FM8 if you haven't used it in a while. I challenge you to get on Battery. I know you guys use Battery time, but definitely dig through Absynth, right? Like Absynth is a beast. So yeah, definitely appreciate everybody coming through, checking out, vibing with me, man. Appreciate all you guys. Birdman, thank you. Gary, appreciate you as always. Holla, appreciate you, man. Original, you know, nothing but love. Spaces, man, like everybody that was in here today, man. You know, Blatant, like everybody, man. Y'all project, like I can keep going, but all you guys, man, basically I appreciate you guys so much. I know that there's a lot of other things that's coming in store. I have not finished yet with doing the hardware video for the Sonato, so y'all please just be patient with me. There's a lot of stuff that's coming up, but before I go, I want to save this one and I want to show you guys something that I was currently working on since we are finished with this one. and that is this beat that I need an opinion on, right? So I said the next time I get on live, I'm gonna go ahead and see what it is that the opinion would be for everybody. So let me see if you guys are feeling this one. If you're not, then we just gonna pretend it didn't even happen on the broadcast. But I've been playing around with some different sounds and different things lately, and I said, well, one thing I can't be afraid of is being creative. So as you see, this is something I did, real quick, and this is from yesterday. Now, is this something I should finish or not? If not, then let me know. All right, that's it. Should I keep it or shouldn't I keep it? Let me know. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for coming through. Please make sure that you guys come back and stay on the channel. And remember that everybody that makes beef with you does not mean it's an enemy. That's just somebody pushing you forward to be greater. All right? You guys already know who it is. Another one done. Another one in the books. It's your boy Theziz. And we out of here. Peace.